Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Q&A and we're also going to be enjoying all this Starbucks fall goodness together. So let's cut to Starbucks and then we'll come back for the Q&A.
Hi, can I have a tall pumpkin spice latte? Hot please.
Okay.
And then can I have a tall pumpkin, I think it's a pumpkin spice chai latte. Let's do that one iced, please.
All right.
Can you do the pumpkin foam on that, on the top of that iced one?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And then, do you have the pumpkin scone and the pumpkin cream cheese muffin?
Let me check.
Thank you. So nice.
Got the scone and the muffin for you. Did you want the muffin one guy?
Sure. They have everything. I'm so excited.
All right, so we have all of the fall goodness. I have a pumpkin spice latte, which I know isn't new, but I haven't had it in so long. Like I don't even remember the last time I had one. Probably last year. I really don't remember. And then I also got a pumpkin chai latte with the pumpkin foam on top. People have been saying this is pretty good. So those are the two drinks I got. I recently had the pumpkin cream cold brew, which is my new favorite, but I taste tested that on camera with you guys in that vlog, so I didn't want to redo it. And it's like my maximum caffeine for the day because I'm pregnant, and I wanted to try two drinks and be able to like finish them because I need the coffee, so I didn't want to just have one coffee drink. Anyways, I'm rambling. As for the treats, I got the pumpkin cream cheese muffin, which he warmed up for me, and I also got the pumpkin scone. I feel like I should try the muffin first because it's nice and warm. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh, that is so good. The cream cheese doesn't go like all the way down, it's just kind of on the top, but it's so good. It's like just the right amount of spice. Sorry, Jackson's spitting back there. That's really, really freaking good. And then we're gonna try the pumpkin scone next. This is like hefty, really hefty. Trying to get past the icing. Was this really sweet? And like taste the actual scone part. Let's try the bottom. That's good. Very good. The frosting's really sweet, but because the scone isn't super sweet, it kind of balances out. I wish the frosting wasn't as like overpowering. I'm gonna hand some back to Jax. Here, pup. Want some muffin? Ooh, you tell me if you like that. Let's try the PSL pumpkin spice latte. Why don't I remember what this is like? It went down the wrong tube. Oh, that's good. I'm dying, but it's really good. It's really hyped up for a reason because it's very tasty. All right, and then we're gonna try this. Look, it's like orange. It's so cute. Let's see. What's happening? Do I taste pumpkin? Oh, it's really sweet. This is the pumpkin chai latte, which isn't new either, but I didn't even know that this existed. I don't know what this tastes like. It doesn't like taste totally like a chai latte. All right, guys, so the consensus is the PSL is still as good as ever. I get why it's so hyped up. It's delicious. I only get it hot because that's how I like it. So I'd probably like rotate between this and the cold brew because, oh, that cold brew is so good. This one, I don't know what I'm tasting. It just kind of tastes like sweet milk and it looks kind of orange. I don't really taste like the spiciness of the chai or really any spiciness of the pumpkin either. So I don't think I would get that one again. And then as far as the treats, the pumpkin muffin is so freaking good. I love it. I would definitely get this again. The scone I really like too. I just want to kind of scrape off some of the frosting because it's a little overkill. It's really sweet. But that's my little Starbucks taste test for you guys. Comment down below if you like the fall Starbucks menu more than the holiday Starbucks menu. I'm very curious. Or I'll put like a poll on the screen. I think I like fall. I think. I cannot breathe today. We're back home and Jackson's down for a nap and I'm gonna film this video and try not to run out of air because baby girl is crowding my lungs. But you guys asked all your questions over on Instagram. If you don't follow me there, it's always linked down below and I'll pop it on the screen for you guys as well. Now let's get into the questions. How do you feel with Jackson not being your only child once Quinn is here? I think it's gonna feel really weird at first. I think I'm gonna feel like kind of sad, honestly. I don't know, like I'm a little honestly nervous about post-baby blues, like being even more intense because it's such a big change and because I just don't want Jackson to feel like he's not loved or like, I'm like so tearing up right now. Sorry. It's like, obviously it's something that has been wearing me a little bit, but I know that I'll get through it. And I know like all the other moms who talk about it say it gets better and like these worries that you have now will get better once she's here. So yeah, but it does worry me a little bit because he's like my whole world right now. My whole life revolves around Jackson. So adding another little one, I don't want it to hurt his feelings. That seems so silly. And I know it'll be so great later. And I'm gonna stop talking now because I'm getting emotional. Way to kick off this Q&A. Since you had a positive induction last time, will you opt for a scheduled induction at 39 weeks? So, I cannot schedule an induction until I am 41 weeks. That is when you can get induced with my particular doctor and with that particular hospital. So 39 weeks sounds ideal. But yeah, if it came down to it, if she was as stubborn as Jackson was and still is, I would definitely consider being induced again because the experience was so positive. I have no complaints about it, but we'll see. Maybe she'll come on time. Maybe I'll get to experience like my water breaking and it being like in the kitchen and being really exciting and rushing to the hospital because that was not the case with Jackson. Do you ever get sad at how common a name Jackson is now? Jackson is so common and it was super common when like we named him. But that is a name that we have had on our radar since we first started dating. And I think if you like a name, whether it's like super popular or not popular at all, it just matters what that name means to you and like how you feel about it. So it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. Plus his spelling is like super unique to me, Jacksin. I never see any Jackson spelled that way. What apps do you use for your photo editing? I use Lightroom and I use the Aspen Ovard presets. What scares you the most with this second pregnancy? So I'm a little nervous about labor and delivery just because Jackson's was so pleasant and good. I have no complaints and I'm really excited to give birth to Quinn. I'm also hoping like all of that doesn't jinx it and make it a really tough labor and delivery or like something go wrong, God forbid. Like, I don't even know. It just makes me nervous how excited I am to give birth to her and how great Jackson's birth was that maybe, you know, maybe it's time that I get a rude awakening or something like that with like a 50-hour labor or something. Will you take a break from your teaching job once you have Quinn? I think definitely I'll take a break. With Jackson, I got back to teaching like 3 days after we got home, which is a little crazy. But I think because we'll have 2, it's just gonna be too much. With Quinn feeding and up in the middle of the night and then having to be up with both kids, I just don't see like 4 a.m. classes really working in my favor. But I think once she gets more into a routine, knock on wood, hopefully, then I'll probably ease back into it. But I think I need a break. I need a break now because I'm not sleeping well, and waking up at like 3:30 in the morning every day is not fun. How's your husband loving work? My fiance works at the post office too. That is so cool. I personally love that he's a postman. I think he looks so cute when he goes to the post office every morning, but it is a lot of work. A lot of work for him. He works so many hours a day, so many hours a week, and he's delivering mail in no AC in 110-degree weather. I mean, I can't imagine. That is too fun. But Matt is the hardest working person I know. He just does what he has to do. He never calls in sick. He's never late. He's the bomb. I think he does like it because it's so secure for us and our future, which I really love too, because I'm self-employed. He was self-employed with the band, so it's a big difference, but it's a good one. Would you have considered a 3rd baby if you were having another boy? So this is something I think about sometimes, but I can't like get an answer for. It's so hard to imagine because we really only want 2 kids, just because I think that's just gonna work for our family, our home, our finances, our lives. Like, there's so many factors in deciding to start a family or grow a family, and I just think 2 is such a good number for us. But if we had 2 boys, I wonder if I would have an itch to try again. It's hard to imagine. How do you take time to yourself? How do you think that will change when Quinn arrives? So I honestly don't take that much time to myself, if ever. And it's something I just talked about in a recent vlog, that it's just really wearing me down and I need to get better at. It's like hard for me to leave Jackson still, which is frustrating. Like, I don't know why I'm like that. Even when I'm home and I could like go do something in another room by myself and just like have quiet time, I like want to be around Jackson and Matt. It's like super annoying that I'm like that, because I do need me time. I think everyone does, but I wish I had a better answer for you because I'm not the best at balancing it, and I can't imagine it getting better once Quinn gets here. So wish me luck. Do you plan on going back as a personal trainer? I do not plan on going back to in-person personal training, but I still do have my online coaching personal training business that I do from home. And I do plan on continuing to do that and all my other little business ventures, but I like being home with my kids and still having like little jobs that I enjoy and that help with our income. How do you deal with mom shaming? New mom here of a 5-week-old. Love you. I love you too, and congratulations on your new baby. That is so special, and I'm so excited for you, and I'm so excited for that newborn stage again. You just are like giving me baby fever just thinking about it. As far as mom shaming goes, I honestly don't ever get mom shamed, which is really nice. Like, the community I have on social media and YouTube is so nice and kind and non-judgmental. I feel so freaking lucky. I think someone like commented on something recently about how I don't give Jackson like a new dinner if he doesn't like what he has. They said like he was gonna resent me or something like that, and it bothered me for a second, but then I got over it and I was like, whatever. Basically, you just have to stick with how you want to be as a mom, how you want your child to be. Like, that's all that matters. Stick with your gut and your values, and don't let anyone's opinions get to you at all. As long as your child is healthy and happy and safe, like, that's all that matters. Go to hospital bag items. That video is coming soon, next week. I've still got to pack my bag and film it, but stay tuned for that. Will you vlog your birth? I think I will, like 99% sure I will, if everything goes accordingly. I love Jackson's birth vlog. I watch it and I just cry, and it's so special, and I really want one for Quinn too, so probably. What's your motivation to get up and clean your house even with a toddler running around? My motivation is that I can't function with a messy house. It is an internal struggle. But also with Jackson running around and seeing me do housework, it has made such a positive impact on him. He will run and go get this little vacuum attachment. If he sees something on the floor that needs to be vacuumed, he runs and gets his little play mop and play broom, and he sweeps the floor, and he likes to wipe down the counters with me. He's the best little guy. He's so observant and so helpful, and I just think it's a really good example for him to see housework being done. What's the funniest thing Jackson does? Jackson does a lot of funny things. He's a funny little guy. The funniest thing he does, oh, it's so hard to choose. But if a song comes on, he's doing something, he will drop everything and just dance. And it is the funniest thing. I love it so much. He also, just his laugh is funny. His laugh is contagious, which is really hard because when he does something naughty and he thinks it's funny, it's so hard not to laugh along with him. So yeah, the dancing and his own little laugh is just the funniest. Are you going to get a nanny or do preschool for Jax with the new baby coming? I'm not gonna get a nanny, and I don't plan on starting Jackson in preschool until he's 3. I don't remember kids starting preschool this early when I was growing up. They're 18-month-olds going to preschool, and it blows my mind because I just don't remember that, and I can't even fathom that. But to each their own. I just plan on putting him in closer to when he's 3, and I'm good without a nanny. My mom helps a lot when she can, and Matt is so helpful when he's home from work. So yeah, I want to raise my kids and be with them and do all the stuff, even if it's exhausting, but I do have help when I need it. This is a lot of sugar happening in this video. I'm surprised Quinn is not kicking a lot more. What is your dream car? My dream car is the Kia Telluride. I think it is gorgeous and I want it, and I've only seen 3 on the road, and seeing one is like seeing a magical unicorn, and it's so exciting. But yeah, that's my dream car. That is the one I am lusting for right now. I have a Kia Sorento, but the Kia Telluride I think is bigger and just cooler. Oh my god, I want the captain seats, captain chairs, the 2 and then the long row in the back. Oh, it's so cool. I want one of those. Of course you love your kids, but are there times you miss pre-mom life? Definitely times I miss pre-mom life. I miss being able to run errands without it feeling stressful or rushed. I miss being able to just run out the door on a whim without having to wonder if it affects Jackson's nap schedule or when he's eaten last. I miss going to lunch or dinner or brunch or anything with girlfriends and being able to have an actual conversation. So yeah, there's definitely things that I miss, but mom life is the best. It's exhausting, but it is the best. Have you joined any mommy and me type of groups? If so, what has your experience been? So I have not joined any mommy and me type groups. I've definitely been invited to some, but I can be very introverted. I like to be alone. Going to something social or being around a lot of people kind of just is a lot for me to prepare for mentally. I can be a little bit reclusive. So that's why I haven't joined one, because it's not necessarily for me. But I do think there's a lot of positive benefits to mommy and me groups, especially if you're more extroverted and outgoing and want that outside connection. I totally get it. And I do want that sometimes, but I think the majority of the time my introverted self wins and I just chill by myself. Do you have a routine set for when baby comes and toddler when you're home alone. For baby and toddler when I'm home alone. I hope to keep Jackson on his current routine so I can just kind of worry about Quinn and like her needs, because that will be all over the place. So as long as one kid is like on their routine, I don't have to stress so much about keeping both of them. Like, I don't even know how to like explain what 2 kids will be like, because it freaks me out. But as long as Jackson's on a routine, I'll be able to just be on the fly with Quinn, if that makes sense, rather than being on the fly with both kids. That would be crazy. Sorry, Nugget's allergies are freaking out. Are you okay? Like he can respond. But anyways, that is it for today's Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the Starbucks portion, the question and answer portion. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.